shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Chirac, Timmer, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Buju Banton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980, Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Elliott. Running right through him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. Prescott now. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun, it's Hurts. They'll roll him out right. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Out to his left. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. They find some open field here. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 16 more on that one and another first down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Out of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. That's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
And he's going to go down again. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. It's taken to the 26. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 15-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
try to throw now. Prescott. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last two plays, both losses. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. There he goes, left side. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that one makes it 14-7. So they throw the pick-six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The last time everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick-six, and now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had two nice interceptions a week ago. Now two here in the first half. Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays. Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, his fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And Prescott, his third interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he takes this one back into the end end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Prescott. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Flush to his right. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Prescott. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. A give to the fullback on the dive, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Dancing to his left. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They go play action with Hurts on the move to his left. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Slam, slam, slam. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the 3rd quarter. Another big play right there.
Here we go. 18, 5 in. Go, Reed, go.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Hurts. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing is Hurts. Again, that's Watkins. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Check it out, Reed. No.
Sanders not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
24 is the mic. Come on, D. 24 is the mic. You get what I mean?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the goal line but it's incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. Under pressure, they got him again. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. But first down, Hurts. Flushed out right. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Here's Hurts to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. And thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On play action, Prescott. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 2nd down and 3. And again, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Hassan Reddick, his 2nd sack of the night.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Open on the left side, this is Valdez-Scantling. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's good for 28 yards. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the... And he'll get in! Touchdown, Cowboys! It's the fullback with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's back to throw. Pass complete, Goddard, and he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Working with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And the Eagles are going to win the football game. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of...
I'm harder than I ever been. Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on all my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wilding out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always